the entire second floor, which of course ran down to the first floor. Hey, everybody! Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Monday night. Welcome to MCU Mondays. We're glad you're here. I am your host, David. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
I'm good. One of 3 shirts.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, look at that.
Ooh, nice.
Is that Amazon?
Nice.
Marvel store on Amazon.
Okay.
And then it says Deadpool on the back with the 3 claw rakes. So
are we going to get a costume change like in between so we can see the other 2? Is that how this is going to work?
No, but I can go get them and show you. You guys talk. I'll be right back.
All right. Also with us tonight,
that's for the After Dark show.
Oh, that's the OnlyFans. That's right. So also with us tonight is Mr. Andrew, as he always is. Andrew, how are you this evening? Are you wearing a Deadpool shirt?
I'm not. I don't have it yet. It should be coming. It'll come by the time of the movie. But yeah, I'm doing good. I saw Twisters this morning.
Yeah,
which was pretty good. Makes me want to go up to Oklahoma and chase some tornadoes. You know.
That's okay. We get enough of them in Indiana. So. Okay, ready?
Yeah. Maybe Debbie.
Wait. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Yes, go. Oh, okay. Go ahead. I see it.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
So. Oh man.
Oh, see, I like that one.
Nice.
That one I like. I'm a big fan of the shirts when you have a shirt and it's just it's just like the movie logo on it.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan. I've got a bunch of Star Wars shirts where it's just the logo.
I haven't decided which shirt I will be wearing, and I'm trying to decide if I want to take.
I kind of
like an hour or 2 off before the end of work and go.
Take all 3, sit in the back row, and you can just change while you're there. You get up real quick, put one on.
Act 1.
I like
2.
the one you got on right now.
Well, I mean, if I was gonna go on a Saturday morning, I could probably get away with that because there's usually not anybody there. But I'm hoping to go Thursday night, which goes against my beliefs because I don't like going with a huge crowd. But it's a small town. Maybe there's not many geeks, and maybe I'll be by myself.
I can't see it till Sunday. I can't see it till Sunday afternoon, so I'm gonna have to be very careful. Huh?
My brother and I are going Saturday night after his kids and my kids. After all of our kids go to bed, we're gonna sneak away to the movie theaters and go watch a nice rated R movie without the
I'm gonna have to be very careful on social media. I can't.
Wait.
I don't want to see anything Deadpool related. I don't want any spoilers.
You're gonna go on. You're gonna go on Sunday night. You're gonna go after church to see an R-rated.
Yeah, I am.
Godless
church. We get out about 11:30, and I'll have about an hour to kill. So yeah.
1:30. Holy hell.
Yeah. No, 1 o'clock. We get out at about 11:30 noon at church, and I'll have about an hour to kill.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, Lord have mercy.
No. Yeah. No. Church is 11:30. The movie's at 1. We're not Baptist that long.
Gotcha.
We're not Baptist. We're not. We don't feel the spirit for 5 hours. Okay.
Yeah. I can remember as a kid, because my mom would always put something in the oven while we were at church.
That way it'd be cooked when you got home.
Yeah, and if the priest or pastor or whatever got a little long-winded. You can just see her steam coming out of her ears like my roast is gonna burn.
I hope you like
having and giving and receiving and sharing. Yeah, you get the source prayer. They're like the source. They're up there saying the same thing, for 5 minutes and you go, hurry up, let's go. Move along.
Or it was like, one of those Sundays where they want you to come down to the
and there's a bunch of people that go down.
Yeah.
You're like, you stay in your seat.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody's getting saved today.
And Dad didn't want to be the one to, be the first one in the audience or in the crowd, whatever, to get up and leave. And Mom, every once in a while you'd see her smack his arm like, God damn it, let's go.
Well,
yeah, just nonchalantly get up.
In case you haven't figured it out, we are talking about Deadpool tonight, and both movies, and what we expect, even though Andrew is not dressed for the occasion. We're looking at.
I do have red and black on. I do have red and black. Just
all right.
It's not a Deadpool shirt.
But we are going to look at.
I'm sorry.
Look at both movies and just kind of go through. We're not going to really go over the movies. We're just going to kind of. I like this about Deadpool. This is what I want to see in the next movie. Blah 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 blah. But before we do all of that, how about if we play our? Actually, you know what? We had some. We've got some. It's not really news at this point. It's more rumors. So apparently so Hall H this Saturday will be Hall H at the San Diego Comic-Con will be the Marvel panel. And Kevin Feige has apparently teased that Avengers 5 and 6 could be a 2-part Secret Wars event. We won't know anything until Saturday, but it has been hinted at. So this is stuff where we're just kind of dealing with rumors right now. This would kind of say, hey, if we're going to do a 2-part Secret Wars, then that explains how we're going to get rid of, or why we're not dealing with Kang anymore. Because
actually,
you know why it kind of makes sense to me. You know why it? Oh, sorry. I was going to say the Russo brothers are working on. Oh, sorry. I was just going to say the Russo brothers aren't they doing these Avenger movies now? Right? They were hired to do that.
They're being brought back. I don't know for what.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I was going to say if it was for that, Infinity War and Endgame were a 2-part series event, so it would make sense for them to do it again, basically. Yeah. They could handle those characters, that amount, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Potentially.
So to what you just said, Dave, I did watch an interview today. It was Collider interviewing Feige, and he did say he hinted at 2 movies, but he said, but you have to show up, at 6:00 at Hall H, which I guess is probably California time.
I'm gonna assume at this point right now that Hall H already has a line forming for the Saturday evening panel for Marvel.
Yeah, around the corner, across the street.
It would not surprise me at all, honestly. But
tense.
Yeah.
Actually, the line has already backed up to my house. There are people in my driveway waiting for Hall H. They've got a flight to catch.
Now, Mr. Ryan Reynolds put out, I don't know if it was on Twitter or somewhere. Maybe I seen it on Facebook. I can't remember where I seen it. But he said they intentionally put out a bunch of stuff as fake.
So that it would throw people?
Yeah. So what we have seen may not be true.
So, Andrew, the stuff that you sent us this week, which looked really good.
Oh, come on.
So for those of you who haven't seen, Andrew sent out, just because I want to make fun of Andrew. So,
oh, man.
So, Andrew sent out.
Fine, that's fair.
3.
What was it, like 3?
It was 3 possible movie posters. One of them was for let's see here. I'm trying to find him. I can't.
I can. Yeah, I just scroll up a little bit and you'll find them.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
I don't know why I'm helping you. You're trying to make fun of me.
Oh, here it is. Now these were all put out on X by a site called Marvel News, and one of them is a would-be poster for Thor and the Legend of Hercules. The other one is for Doctor Strange 2, or I'm sorry, Doctor Strange 3, and the other one is called Scarlet Witch. Now, all of these are very, I mean, they're decent looking posters. You know, they look like they could be legit. And they're put out by a site called Marvel News. So is this one of these things that Ryan Reynolds was talking about where they're throwing fake stuff out there? Who's to say?
I don't know. I don't know if he meant like.
I think that was just. No, he meant for the movie. He was talking about cameos that we've seen have been hidden, and some have been overlapped with other stuff. It's just like when No Way Home, when that trailer came out. You know, there's that scene where it ends up being all three of them fighting and like punching the lizard. But in the trailer, all we see is Tom Holland. But you see the lizard's head still move, and it's like, well, what hits that?
Or
something like that.
The Infinity War trailer with Hulk in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And in-game Cap's shield was not cracked like it is in the movie. It was still the whole thing. Yep. So, yeah. I'll be curious to see. I just can't wait for this movie. I can't wait.
It is definitely exciting. So we do have, like I said, we are talking about Deadpool this evening. Let me pull up our intro. We'll run the intro and then we'll get right into our Deadpool stuff. So here we go with our intro.
There is no music to that.
There wasn't?
Not on my end.
Oh.
I didn't see. Oh.
I had music on my end.
Oh, not on mine. I was like, okay.
Huh. It was our theme song.
You have to guess what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the theme song was going in my head, but I was like, I don't know why it's not coming across on my screen.
Andrew, could you hear it?
Now, on my end, it doesn't always play. It's a signal thing, so I just see you guys. I don't even see the video half the time. So be careful what you do. I will see it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll make note of that.
You make a face.
So Deadpool. I actually watched these movies again last night. Did I need to? No. Did I want to? Oh yeah, I did. And in fact, I watched, it's gotten so much because I enjoy it so much, where I'll watch Once Upon a Deadpool versus watching Deadpool 2, just because I find Once Upon a Deadpool hilarious just because of the interaction with Ryan Reynolds and Fred Savage. I love the little in-between bits. I think it's immensely hilarious, even though it's a PG-13 cut of the movie. They beep out words, and like it's an intentional. They beep out words, and you can tell they're just making fun of it. But I watched the Disney Plus, the regular R-rated version, and I was like, oh, there is a lot of stuff in here that's really, really funny that I forgot about. So,
well, I
think they need to cut the movie with the Fred Savage stuff and make it the R-rated one again. So,
I watched Deadpool 2, the majority of it yesterday. I was watching it until House of the Dragons came on, and then I finished it today.
That's
and
what
then I watched the both of the post-credit scenes, and I remember the last time I watched it, they had cut out some of the stuff in the post-credit scenes, and on this one, and it might have been the same thing. I don't know, but it's when Ryan's going back and cleaning up the timeline, and it's the one where
yeah.
Well, in that one, originally, he says, no scratchy, just cleaning up the timeline. And then he goes into this little thing. He goes, I know you're hanging up your claws.
Yeah.
One day I'm going to, call on you. And that is totally cut out now. That's not there. And I'm like, why? Why would you cut that out?
Especially now. Because that's so significant to what's happening now. Or what's happening.
So, yeah, I don't.
Now, something you I'm glad you brought up that scene, that whole post-credit scene, and I'm glad you did, because I always find something new and exciting when I go back to watch movies, and especially on movies that I really like. And on this one, I found a clever little Easter egg that I don't think was supposed to be there, but now is. So we've got the famous scene of, or it's not, it's in the trailer for Deadpool 3. He says something along the lines of, so I have to go and save the timeline. I'm Marvel Jesus. So I'm Marvel Jesus. Well, in that scene where he goes back in time, they Negasonic Teenage Warhead and what's her name give him the time slip device. Yukio. Hi, Yukio. And he says he gets it, and he's like, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and here I go. And he says, and here I go. So he's referring to himself as the Lord, and then he says, oh, I'm Marvel Jesus. I was like, oh, hey, that's kind of clever. All right. And of course, you had the one line in Deadpool 2, which was where he compares. He says, we've got more. He says something like, we made more money than Jesus. Not domestically, but overseas we did, because they have no religion over there. Passion of the Christ, Deadpool.
Yeah. That's funny, yeah.
Hilarious. Deadpool, now with Deadpool 2, and again, something I never noticed. I mean, I've noticed it, but I missed it completely, and then I was like, what are they talking about? So if you look at the credits, like the opening credits for these movies, they never, starring Ryan Reynolds and starring, some. Oh, by the way, parents.
Yeah.
These are R-rated movies. There is more than likely going to be some foul language spoken this evening. So
now, I told my mom they're PG-13. They're PG-13. That's what I told my mom, so I could watch them.
Okay.
What's different? I always cuss on this show.
yeah, but you keep a true PG-13 rating where you only drop like one F-bomb. So
I can change that.
And I'm just saying that tonight's episode.
What I did, I hacked my mom's phone to where it cuts out all the language, so she has no idea.
Okay, well there you go. No, so anyway, so there might be a little bit more foul language, and it has nothing to do with us. We're just quoting the movie. It might be just a quote from the movie.
We're just on us. So, it's the movie. Yeah, it's just us. It's not my words.
We can't. It's calling in a quotation, so you've got to say it the way that it is. But no, it's all the opening credits are starring a handsome dumbass or something like that, and then on Deadpool 2, and again, here's me this old just putting two and two together, and it was a gratuitous cameo, and I was like, what are they talking about? What are they talking about? And it wasn't until the skydiving scene I was like, oh, Brad Pitt. That's what they're talking about. My two little brain cells started talking to each other, and they said, hey, that's it.
I remember when my ex-husband and I we took my oldest son to go see the first one. He was down at IU, I think, at the time. Pretty sure he was. And I can just remember laughing my ass off because, usually I don't pay attention to the credits when they're rolling at the beginning of the movie. Ryan, is that you?
Oh, see, I'm not even looking at the. I'm not even paying attention to the chat. Hi, Deadpool. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello. I did not see you there.
But I remember laughing once I caught on. I was like, and it was just the freaking opening credits, and I was laughing my ass off. I was like, this is just pure genius. And of course, he does it again on the second one too. So I'm hoping the third one does not break that tradition.
Follows the formula exactly.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
I loved in Deadpool 2, Deadpool's opening monologue, and then he gets to the part where he mentions how he had the first R-rated X-Men film, and then Wolverine had to go and copy him and do an R-rated movie, and then he blows himself up into bits. Just funny. I mean, it just
and he had that little music box with Logan, where he dies in Logan.
Yeah.
Just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Well, it's like he did the exact same thing in the first one, though, because in the first one, when he finds out he has cancer, that was again hilarious. Ryan Reynolds here, where he says he finds out he has cancer, and he goes, "This is one of my favorite things," and it flashes down, and it's that toy of the Deadpool figure from the X-Men Origins movie. He goes, and this is my favorite, but it was underneath the the Wham record.
Oh man!
Nice,
awesome. We're glad you're here with us, Deadpool.
Secret is safe with us.
See, we look at this MCU Mondays. We've got special cameos in the chat. Deadpool himself is here. It's awesome.
Imagine Wolverine pops in when Sappy's nothing. They're going back and forth.
That would be good.
Yeah.
So, now, Debbie, you had mentioned the first time you went to go see Deadpool, and I also have a story. I'm sure I've told it on this show before, but the first time, now my brother and I, who I'm going to go see Deadpool with this weekend, we've been to see the other two. We went to see the other two. You leave the kids at home, and we get to go out and watch an R-rated superhero movie, and the first one, I remember the first one being, that was a big deal that was a rated R superhero movie, and the theaters were cracking down hard on letting people in. Like they were checking, rarely do they ever check IDs for R-rated movies. And I think the last time they really tightened the bolts, or the last time I remember them really tightening the bolts on checking IDs was for either showgirls or striptease, but they were really, coming down hard. Now there was a group of kids in front of us, and very obviously they were not 18. Yes, you do. Otherwise, Deadpool, if you wanted, you also need to be hard to be let in, but sometimes you can come in the back door too. Just saying. If you can find the way, you can get in through the back door.
Now, we're embarrassing Andrew.
But anyway,
oh no, you know what? Here's the thing. If I was in the chat, I'd be saying jokes like that. I just can't see them on camera. Liability.
But
I'd be making some pretty bad jokes.
But these kids tried to get in, and the guy that was taking tickets stopped them. I obviously sold them the tickets. They had tickets, and the guy stopped them and said, "I need to see your IDs." And they said, "Oh well, we left him in the car. I'm like, classic trope. We left it in the car. Yeah. I bet you
I left
did.
it at home. My dog ate it. My dog ate it.
Yeah, really. How did you drive here?
I was just robbed.
Well, and then you had mothers or parents, I don't know which it was, but they were complaining. I'm like, because evidently they had taken their children to go see Deadpool, and I'm like, did you not see the rating?
It's a superhero movie. We thought it was going to be fun. And he even says that. He even says that in the first part of the first movie where he says, my boyfriend told me that this was going to be a superhero movie, but he just turned that guy into a kebab. And technically, yes, this is a murder. It's like,
oh gosh. Man. And I don't know who's doing the marketing.
To the theater when it came out. I had no problem getting into the theater when it came out. I just walked right in, showed him my ticket.
Were you 18 or 17? Oh, you're just barely.
Not when it came out. No, I was like 11. No, I'm kidding. I didn't see it in the theater.
I was going to say, that's odd.
Theater, guys, come on.
I was going to say, what the hell?
No.
Everybody go to Andrew's town.
Yeah, like, let me go to your
let
theater.
Anybody see anything.
Right, yeah. They don't care. They don't even see your ticket. You can just walk in. Like, exactly.
See, now Deadpool's making fun of you. You're still in a stroller.
Well, you know what? I probably was lazy enough to still want to be in one, so you're probably true.
So, but yes, that was my, and we can't ask Andrew what the first time I saw Deadpool in the theater story was, because he probably doesn't have one. No, he doesn't have one.
First time I watched Deadpool, I checked it out from my library, and I watched it in an afternoon. So pretty basic story there.
I tried. Luke wanted to see it, and Luke still to this day has not seen the first one. He's seen part of the first one. Now, it came on FX, and I was like, okay, it's on FX. It's going to be edited. Nope. Nope. We got about 10 minutes in, and I was like, nope, turn it off. Now, would I let him watch it now on FX? Because he's older now. So I'm.
How old is he?
He's 15.
Oh hell yeah!
So
damn.
Oh,
see, yeah, Luke, if you're watching, Debbie's vouching for you. So
I'll vouch too. I think he can handle it.
You don't count. You're young.
Oh,
you're not a parent. You don't.
Fine.
Know.
Yeah,
I'm not a parent.
I was totally unprepared when I went to go see the first one because I really didn't know who Deadpool was. And the only Deadpool that I knew was the one from the Wolverine movie. And I was kind of disappointed because, my oldest son is the one who got me into Marvel. And he said, Ryan Reynolds, I know you love Ryan Reynolds. And so I was just like, I said,
did you see that Green Lantern movie? No.
Yes. I like the Green Lantern. I don't like the suit part of it, but I like the Green Lantern movie.
Don't make the suit animated or green.
Yeah.
But I remember being disappointed with that Deadpool because I was like, this wasn't what my son told me. So when we went to go see the first one for Matt's birthday, because I believe Matt's birthday's on the 12th and it came out on the Valentine's Day, I believe. And I was like, is this going to be like the one in Wolverine? He goes, no, Mom. He goes, you're going to love this. And I was like, okay.
I hope so.
And so, yeah, I laughed throughout the whole movie.
If not, you're moving out.
He was already out. He'd already been through college and he was working down at IU. So,
okay.
But yeah,
that's the threat I get.
I was very, very happy with it. So anytime I go back and watch that Wolverine movie, I get so pissed off to what they did to Ryan or to Deadpool. I was just like, I mean, he was a little spicy in that before he got his lips sewed up, but
wasn't there was now this might be my Mandela effect kicking in. Wasn't there a post-credit scene though where it showed his arm finding his head and then cutting his mouth open?
Yes, there is.
Well,
in Origins,
he's
there
going,
is.
shh.
I'm pretty sure.
He's
Oh,
like,
that's what it is. Yeah.
I really don't want to go back and watch Logan, or X-Men Origins.
Logan.
Logan, I'll watch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
oh,
No,
yeah.
Okay.
X-Men Origins.
I almost left.
I'm just like,
I almost left.
do I want to go watch that again just so I can see that end credit scene?
You could just fast forward and watch it.
I like the movie. I just
go on
don't.
YouTube and look up it. Yeah.
There's just certain things I don't like in it. I love the montage with him and with Wolverine and
Sabretooth. No, not
Sabretooth.
Liv Schreiber. Liv Schreiber.
Thank you.
Schreiber, yeah.
I really hope he has a cameo in this third one.
He's really good.
I know they have the original guy that was in one of the movies.
It was in the first movie.
Okay.
Taylor Maine.
Yeah, I know he's in it, unless that's one of those deep fake things. But
it's been in all, like, it's been in, that's one of the previews though, isn't it? Where he's pulling the swords out of him and said, look, people have been waiting for this for a long time. Go get it.
Mm-hmm. I know. But, I just never, because they don't make any connection to him being the brother. I never knew who that guy, I knew he was Sabretooth, but because I don't read the comics, so I apologize ahead of time. But I was just like, I didn't make the connection until I seen the other one. And I was like, oh, that was his brother. Okay. I'm like, why did they? I don't know. The Fox movies are.
McAvoy or Stewart. I get these timelines all mixed up. So
how did Patrick Stewart get young?
Yeah,
how did they get Patrick Stewart? How did they know to record him in the 60s before the original trilogy was even made? I don't know.
Well, what's funny in the second movie, because like I said, I just watched it. Deadpool is rolling around the mansion in the X chair. And, he was like, where is everybody? And he's complaining that nobody's there. And then you see the doors slowly close and you see McAvoy right there.
Board, yeah.
But then he says something about this chair smells like Patrick Stewart. And I was like,
No. Cerebro smells like Patrick Stewart.
Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Because he was sitting in the next scene, he was sitting there. I'm just sitting here mulling things out with Cerebro. Come, we have mission. Yes, I know we have a mission. Yes, I saw that. It smells like Patrick Stewart in here. That's not how Cerebro works.
I was like, yeah, I don't know who's doing the marketing for this third movie, but it has to be Ryan. Just because of some of the crap that's going on. It's just genius. I mean, it's genius. I've tried to stay away from the majority of it.
I watched the teaser trailer. And the teaser trailer and then the first full trailer that they've had. I have not watched anything else. I
did watch one and I sent it to Andrew because I was like, oh, holy crap.
Yeah, I know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't say anything, Andrew.
Don't say nothing.
I know. I'll just say this. This doesn't happen often. I did cry a little bit at that trailer. I won't say what or why.
No, I didn't. I haven't touched.
There's a little something in there.
I haven't touched anything.
I wish it wasn't in the trailer, but just one of those things.
And see, this is why I think he muted
All right, there you
himself.
go.
He got it. He had to get it out
intentionally.
So
get it
I
out.
was like, what happened? Did I lose audio again?
No, I honestly, I think a lot of mine has to do with, like you were saying before, that there's a lot of stuff that has been put out that's fake that they're trying to throw people off with, and so I'm intentionally not watching much of anything in order to not get my hopes up, because we don't need any more of that. So
exactly.
Is that? But you know what? Deadpool gets those though. I think he gets them in the movie.
What, boner alert?
Yeah. Oh, I did see something here that says Deadpool and Wolverine is set for the biggest IMAX opening ever, showing on 1,642 screens across 83 markets.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. But
that is pretty
this
cool.
This is gonna be. You see movies these days to where you'll see, oh well, it made a modest box office on its opening weekend. And you're like, oh, that's a big movie. Why is that doing so poorly? And a lot of it's people, I don't want to go see it, so I'm gonna wait for the streaming service, or I'm gonna buy it on Amazon after it's been out for a week or whatever, and they don't go to the theaters to go see it. I think this one is gonna be more of a, you're going to see the crowds there. You will see that this will be one of those ones where it's like, oh my gosh, the box office is just gone through the roof.
Yeah,
because
it's
people have
make
been waiting.
$1 billion. I have full confidence.
$1 billion. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because I know
I would be shocked.
Not in my area, but I know in other areas theaters are sold out.
Yeah. Yes.
Debbie buys all the tickets in her theater.
So I can watch it alone? Yes. Just me, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. And you're in the middle.
That's right.
Got Ryan on this side, Hugh on this side. Would be
I
like,
have
control
watched
yourself, Debbie.
I have watched some of the press tours, and just the bromance between Hugh and Ryan.
Well, that's been going on for a long time, though.
Oh, I know, forever. But it's just hilarious because now we're just seeing them together so much now. I mean, we've had the commercials where Ryan was supposed to promote Hugh's coffee brand, I think it was, and then Hugh was supposed to promote, Jenna Aviation, and I mean, it's been back and forth for years now. But to see them this much together has been hilarious.
And
I love the video of them when they were in Shanghai and Hugh is filming, and then Ryan off to the side is like, this is the first time his lawyers have let Hugh outside. And Hugh's like, what was that? And Ryan was like, what? And then Hugh chases him, and then Sean Levy comes up and goes, cut. I mean, it's just hilarious. Their chemistry is amazing.
And you can see it too. I mean, I haven't been watching trailers and previews and things like that, but like the commercials, the Heineken commercials, I've enjoyed the
podcast one. Did y'all see the podcast one?
I didn't see the podcast ones, but I did see the one with the where they're showing the phone, where it's going to be played in front of the movie, I guess, where it's like, is that your phone?
Oh,
no, there's somebody out there. Turn your phone off, man.
Yeah, Hugh goes on the F word.
What about the Bachelorette one, where Ryan is trying to get Hugh to like appeal to the young women audience, and he's like, I don't want to do this, and then Ryan's like, you have to, and then Ryan does it. It's pretty funny.
I haven't seen that one either.
I don't think I've seen that one either.
Funny. Yeah,
wow.
It's pretty funny.
Maybe I've been living under a rock then. Maybe
the Deadpool Xbox controller with the butt.
With the butt, yeah, I've seen that.
That's gotta be awkward to hold.
The first time I saw that, I was like, that's not real. And then it started popping up everywhere. I'm like, oh God, that is a thing. All right.
Yeah, I'd seen that when Andrew sent it, and I was like, is this for real?
No, it's like legit. I was like, wow, that's all right.
And then I sent that Captain America edit. That one was pretty funny when I saw that.
So, yeah, it was.
Oh man.
I'm looking forward to it. That, like you said, I think the chemistry. I'm glad Hugh Jackman has picked up the claws again. I think after Logan, he said he's done. He's not doing it anymore. And then Ryan was able to get him to come back. I do think I've read somewhere too that Feige said that this will be how the X-Men is introduced into the current MCU.
Mm-hmm.
So we might get some closure on that.
Someone had a cool theory. I saw that when Deadpool and Wolverine jumped through a cool theory that when Deadpool and Wolverine jumped through the Doctor Strange portal thing, that they are at the end game.
At the fight at Endgame. I've heard that.
And then like they jump in and then Deadpool is like, nope, and they hop back. So it's like they were for a second they're like, nope.
Now I saw, and I don't know if I saw this on YouTube. I don't know if one of you two sent it to me, and I don't remember, but I saw one today that was really good, and it was Deadpool meets the Avengers, right? But it was like the scene. Yeah. Did you send it to me?
I did, yeah.
The scene where in the Avengers where they're on the helicarrier and they're talking, and you've got Deadpool there, and it's just, I mean, it's Ryan, and it's just lines from the movie, obviously, but they're back and forth with each other. It was hilarious, and I was like, man, that is such a good edit. It really was. It looked good.
It looked real. Yeah,
it really did. I was like, no,
I know.
No. But it was so. I was like, hey, I'll buy it. Sure, why not? Why shouldn't the guy cut loose, let off a little steam?
So, did you guys prefer Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2? Which one's your favorite?
You know what? I would have to go with the first one. I loved it. Don't get me wrong. I love them both. But if it came down to it, somebody's got a gun to my head and you've got to watch one or the other, I'm going to watch the first one. And the first one had for several reasons. One, I like the soundtrack better for the first one. The DMX, the Salt and Pepper, I like the first one better as far as music goes. And then again, as far as like the fourth wall breaks, I think there was a lot more of them within the first one. I mean, God, that's tough though, because 2 had, in the first one he cut his hand off, and it was, I bet it feels huge in this hand now, and then just go away. But then in the second one he gets ripped in half, and he's got the little toddler legs, and he's like, he's shirt cocking it, like
shorting it or something like that.
Yeah. He was Porky Pigging it is what he was doing it. So I was like,
yeah, I have a hard time. The only reason I really like the second one, I just did not like the character, not the kid. Russell.
Fire Fist.
You hate kids?
I didn't like that character.
You hate portly New Zealand kid? Racist.
No, I just did not like the character, and I don't know why, but the rest of it I love, because I love that they had Josh Brolin playing Cable.
He even called him Thanos at one point.
Which
is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it was just perfect, and I love the music in both movies, because I just watched the end of it today because I didn't finish it last night. but the scene where he actually dies and he's able to break that wall with Vanessa and the Aha song that's playing a cappella and it's played slower.
Go. I'm going to tell you where to find it. It actually is Aha. Go on YouTube and look up Take On Me Unplugged. They did an unplugged version, like an MTV unplugged version of that song. And that's where it is. I listen to it in the shower all the time. Love it.
Yeah, it just makes me cry every single time because I'm just like, oh man.
Even the song. I mean, if you watch the video for it, you see people in the audience like crying because it's it's one of those things. But just listening to it, I listen to it on the road, driving down the road, just because I like it. I like the song to start with, and the unplugged version's even better.
That's old people music.
It's only the 80s. Come on.
We're not old, sir. We are vintage.
70 years ago.
We're retro. Yeah. Thank you.
Well, there is.
Yeah.
I was looking at that playlist. I was thinking there was like one or two that are really old. We're talking 60s.
Ooh.
That are on the playlist for this movie.
I like the music, guys. Come on. Just teasing.
What was it? It was what did they jump when they parachuted? That was an AC/DC song, wasn't it?
Thunderstruck.
Yeah. So that was that would have been an older one. That would have been 60s or 70s.
There's a couple on there, and I'm awful with band names and name titles for music. I might know the song very well. I just don't know what it was called or who it was by. There was a couple on there I didn't recognize until, who was it? And somebody on TikTok. They were playing portion. Well, I think they were ranking the this movie's playlist, and so they were going through and playing it. And I was like, oh, I know that one. Okay. Oh, I know that one. Okay.
Now,
I just didn't know the title.
Something I will say too, I think it was the second one. The second one had Escape on it, which is if you like pina coladas, dun, dun, dun.
That's 70s.
But that's 80s. 70s. But that was also in that was in the first Guardians movie too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 9 to 5, Dolly Parton. That's an older one. That's late 70s, early 80s.
That's 80s.
Papa, can you hear me? From Yentl.
Frozen.
Didn't think I would get that from Debbie.
Tomorrow from Annie. Sun coming tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if
Fly Like an Eagle from the Steve Miller Band. That came from the 70s.
I don't know if Ryan has a hand in picking the music. Well, I was watching.
Share if I can turn back time.
Budget.
I was watching an interview today.
Incredible budget for music.
He was talking about how he had to go and meet with Madonna to ask to use like a prayer. Or not like a prayer. Yeah, like a prayer. Whatever the music is in the trailer for this movie. He had to go and ask her permission, because you just can't do that la-di-da.
Yeah.
And he was saying how nervous he was because he's like, I never met Madonna before. So he must have a hand in the music that is played.
I'm sure he does. Does he produce? I know he wrote some of it, and I'm sure he's listed as a producer as well, which means he's probably got a say in some of this stuff. So wouldn't surprise me at all. But
he's just a genius. And they also got in this soundtrack, they have The Greatest Show, which I'm looking forward to see.
Is that from The Greatest Showman?
Yes.
I haven't seen that, but
man, it's so good.
I saw part of it and I was unimpressed.
It's so good.
And it's got Zendaya in it too, and I like her, but I'm just like,
it's good.
Whatever.
But I like musicals. Well, some musicals.
I like some musicals too. I liked Newsies. That one nobody liked, but I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
I haven't seen that one. I've
go see it. Christian Bale, young Christian Bale. Go see it. It's on Disney Plus. Go watch it. It's great.
The most recent musical I watched
and Robert Duvall
was Hamilton. I think that was the last musical I've seen. And I was watching that only because it had Jonathan
Goff.
Goff? Is that who it is?
Goff, yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Because he plays King George and he's just hilarious. And he was in my favorite show on Netflix that for some bizarre reason Netflix canceled, and that was Mindhunter. He played the main character in that. I was so pissed when they canceled that show.
Okay.
Only after 2 seasons. It's a psychological.
Gotcha.
But it's good. It's very good. Mindhunter.
Mindhunter. I'll have to look at it. Have to watch it. I'll have to check it out.
It's very good.
I'll put it on my list. I'll put it on my list of things, which means I'll probably get around to it next year sometime.
Like Captain America. Like you're like Steve Rogers. I'll put it to the list.
Yeah.
And you'll never get to it.
I'll get I got the Game of Thrones eventually. It took a couple of years, but I got the Game of Thrones. So.
Are you still on season 1?
Yeah. Luke was away at camp, and I got a couple of extra episodes knocked out, and now he's back. So it's like, but he started band camp, so maybe I can sneak away and watch those.
You know, I can't. I
got caught up in something else too, and I'm like, I don't want to break my streak right now. So
I won't spoil anything. I can't remember if it was episode 4 or 5 of season 2 of House of the Dragon, but let's just say I don't think I'd want the throne that much to do something with my mother. You know, little.
He didn't know that until she said a certain word.
That's true.
He didn't know who it was.
That's true. That's true.
Because he was enjoying himself, and then she said son or something about son, and he was just like,
Mom?
It was a dream or a hallucination, but still.
Right.
I was just like, oh my God.
Got a little Oedipal complex going on there. All right.
But, I mean, we've seen worse things.
Right.
Game of Thrones, so no big deal.
That's why I'm glad it's the prime time release, because I can watch it at night, the nights I can catch it. So no one's coming into my room at night, so I don't have to worry. When I watch during the day, I got to be careful. It's like that meme I sent you. Yeah.
So, all right. So we're all looking forward to Deadpool this weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm going to go out shopping either tomorrow night or Wednesday night before Cantina Happy Hour. I'm going to go see if I can't find me, because while I like my Deadpool shirt, I'm going to go find me something that I can wear new, so I don't have to wear the same shirt 2 weeks in a row. But I'm going to see, and I'm not like Debbie. I can't just order on Amazon. I want to go out and look at things. So I'll go to,
as long as I can, as long as it's available in a men's extra large, I'm fine. I don't like wearing anything that's women's, because there's just too many. You could buy an extra large.
Hey, that's my size.
In a woman's,
a women's
from one
large
company, but it's not the same as another company, and I just hate women's clothing. It sucks. So at least in t-shirts, I always buy men's extra large.
You're telling me I've been wearing a woman's extra large my whole life? not my whole life, but the last year or two, I've been wearing a woman's extra large. That
Yeah.
Dang it! I wondered why everything was so tight. I was like, I can barely breathe.
I like my shirts big and baggy.
No, yeah. I'm the same size, so.
Oh, we were talking about Deadpool too. I got one other thing because I was thinking about it, and I was like, that was one of my favorite lines in the first Deadpool movie was, "I've hidden 16 kilos of cocaine somewhere in the apartment right next to the cure for blindness." And then in the second movie, when he goes back to the house, he opens up the floor and there's the cocaine with a box sitting right next to it. Says the cure for blindness. And that was one of the things. That was something that they cut out of Once Upon a Deadpool. That was one of the things that I noticed was that he was going to go kill himself, and he shoved that bag of cocaine up in front of his mouth, behind his mask, and he pops it, so it's just, and that wasn't in Once Upon a Deadpool. That scene wasn't in.
Well, I didn't imagine. Yeah. Now I have a question. What exactly is Yukio's powers? Because I know in the second
Does
one
she have powers?
I don't know. She had like a chain or something, and I don't know if it was electrified or whatever. Because she uses it. You see it very briefly when they're fighting Juggernaut.
I don't know.
But you know what? Unlike a certain other mutant in the X-Men, I actually like Yukio. I don't know if it's because she's just so adorable, but
Hi, Wayne. Hey, no, Yukio.
Yeah, I don't like Jubilee. If you haven't watched us before when we did the X-Men series, I didn't like Jubilee.
Ooh.
Didn't like Cyclops
Debbie,
either.
I was looking on Amazon, and you can get the charm on the shirt for Deadpool and Wolverine. You can get the two halves of that charm on a shirt.
Oh yeah, I meant to look for the neck. I meant to look for the necklace when I was buying the T-shirts, and then I just totally forgot. I think I had some patients that came in when I was in the middle of my Amazon order, and then by the time I got done with them, I forgot. I was just like, "Oh, I gotta hurry up and order this."
I'm hearing excuses.
I'm
hearing excuses.
That'd be neat to have, but I don't wear jewelry, and I don't know. I don't either.
I would hang it in my car. Instead of fuzzy dice, I'd hang that.
All the stuff in my car is Star Wars stuff, so I don't want to break the theme.
Dang it.
I occasionally wear jewelry, just not very often. I
always have a ring on every finger. I got bracelets up the arm. I'm a whole character when I leave.
I do have like a TIE Fighter necklace that I wear occasionally. My son-in-law got it for me for, I don't know if it was Christmas or my birthday. It doesn't matter. They're close together. But he got it for me one year.
This is your birthday and Christmas gift, Debbie.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Mine. Oh, Lordy. All right. Well, don't forget to go see Deadpool this weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine. As I said before, I'm headed out Saturday night, so I'm going to stay off of social. Actually, we're going to be doing another show on Thursday. Yeah, Debbie, are you going to go see it Thursday night? Are you going to be here Thursday night?
Well, no, I'll be here. It's just that I will probably try to take off an hour or two because I think there's like a 3 or 4 o'clock showing.
Oh, okay.
I get off at 4:30, but I'm like, I have to see if I have a lot of patience.
I would have no patience.
Either that or I'll tell the girl in the front office to maybe reschedule. Either Either that, if we got a lot of patients, then I'll just try and go Friday because we don't do patients on Friday. So.
Just say you have a family emergency that's happening at the theater, and it'll take about 2 hours for everything to get resolved.
That's right. Okay, shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
Tomorrow night we will have the Sith Dominion. Unfortunately, it's going to be their last show with G&N. But they will be talking about the Acolyte finale. I will be on that show. So it's very sad that they're leaving.
They will still be doing their show. It's just not under the Geek News Now umbrella.
Yeah, they're going a different route with the show. So, but I love those boys over there. And then Wednesday, I'm sure we'll have a new episode of War of the Stars drop. Thursday, we'll be back, and we'll be talking lightsaber battles, which I did not know until today.
We talked about that. We talked about it.
We did?
We mentioned
it.
Yeah.
It was like two weeks ago. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Something like that.
No, it was last week. I'm pretty sure it was last week. Yeah.
I do not remember that.
Fun, I will say, in Debbie's defense, I forgot that was confirmed until today when I saw the scheduled. I was like,
yeah, I seen the schedule because I was like, oh, I need to make a thumbnail. And then I was like, what are we talking about? I don't even remember discussing that. And then I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay.
And then the week after that, we're going to say favorite characters from the Ewok movies.
Yes.
No.
There you go. Part 2 with those.
No.
Nope. Nope, not gonna do it. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the new Lego Star Wars special, which I'm excited for. So
is that September?
I think it's August.
I think it's I think it's August.
Yeah, because the new sets hit in about 9 days, August 1st. So.
You're talking about the sets, not the.
No. The sets hit August 1st, but the special hits later in August. That's why the sets waited until August 1st to release.
I'm pretty sure it's.
We're gonna get the Dark Millennium Falcon with a Darth Jar Jar figure. I'm excited. I'm all kinds of excited.
And then I meant to look to see when Skeleton Crew was coming out.
That's
still haven't gotten a trailer for that.
That's gonna be late.
That's
no.
Is that November? Is it November?
End of October, 1st of November.
Yeah. Why haven't we even gotten a teaser? What the heck, Lucasfilm?
They showed something at what was it? D23.
Yeah.
I think they had some kind of trailer, but they never released it publicly. So I'm like, what the hell? Saturday is Geek Gauntlet. They didn't have a show this week or last week.
IMDb still has it listed as 2024.
But not a month?
No date, no specific date. My guess would be if it's not late October, early November, it'll probably be after the holidays. It'll probably be late December.
Maybe late December and fall into 2025.
Because Book of Boba Fett started on December 29th or something, if I recall correctly. Yeah. So Book of Boba Fett was late December.
In that interview I was watching, Feige did say that they do have more spotlight presentations coming out, not this year, but they do have some coming out.
Good.
So I'm excited because I love the Galaxy or Guardians 1 and the
Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night 1. So those have been really good. So I'm excited to see what hopefully they'll make some kind of announcement pertaining to that Saturday, along with everything else they're going to hopefully reveal.
I like the fact that they did them to where they coincided with the holiday. So you had Werewolf by Night, which was obviously a horror-based something that released around Thanksgiving, Halloween, and then of course Guardians, the Christmas special for Guardians that released around Christmas. So I wouldn't mind seeing another season. Samuel was sitting down watching it the other day. I wouldn't mind seeing another season of I Am Groot.
Those are just too short.
They are, but they don't need to be any longer.
Well, yeah, but
you can only take so much cuteness before you're overfilled.
Hi, Jesse.
Right. You get it. Hey. Thanks for hopping
in. Hey. First time.
So I'm hoping.
All right, Jesse. What did you think of the Deadpool movies? That's what we're talking about. We're almost done, but which one was your favorite, Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2? War of the Stars, Geek Gauntlet. Is that it?
As far as I know.
Oh, there's Andrew too. We got another one. Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Hey.
I have another Andrew.
He's from Red 5 Network. He's from the Red 5 Network. On that, I'm Andrew number 2.
Oh,
that's my nickname over there.
Wait. Yeah. So Andrew, you're Andrew number 2 over there, and you're on the bottom of the page here.
Bottom of the pyramid.
Oh, always the bottom. Always the low man on the totem pole.
Dang it.
So is this Andrew from
one day I'll get promoted.
Is he from the book club?
Yeah, but he hosts the Science Fictionary podcast and Coruscant Radio Underground. He and his wife. He and his wife host them, so they're great. It's always a fun time. I was on his show once back in November. We did a Cornetto trilogy trivia. That was a lot of fun. So
what?
The like Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, At World's End. It's called the Cornetto trilogy.
Oh,
with
it's an unofficial
Simon Pegg.
Yeah. I have no clue.
It's Simon an unofficial trilogy.
Right over my head.
But they're hilarious. Yeah.
Jesse preferred Deadpool 1, but mainly because 2 seemed to hit a lot of the same story beats. I'll buy that. That honestly, that would probably be my biggest argument too. Mine was a lot more to do with the music. I like the music in 1, and yes, I like the more of the breaking of the fourth wall and the interaction with the audience throughout the first one. Then didn't seem as much in the second one, so there wasn't a lot of audience participation in the second one.
Yeah.
We got to watch out for this guy, Cable. He's only 5'11", not like in the comic books.
One thing I really like about Deadpool is not only does he attack Marvel, but he attacks any fandom. I mean, look, I meant to make a list, but I mean, there was Harry Potter, of course, the DC universe, Marvel, and oh man, there's some other stuff. Of course, they've made references to Star Wars at least twice. Empire. But yeah, he'll attack any and all fandoms.
I think for me, it's when someone asks me which one's my favorite, I think it just depends on the day you ask me. Right now, I would say 1, but in a week, I could say 2. I also have the super duper cut of 2, so sometimes that,
which makes me fear for number 3 for my personal taste, based on the marketing we've got, and I feel it's more of the same we got the last 2 times, and that's possible. But and we were talking about this earlier on in the show, was that there have been a lot of things that have been maybe put out there that are not that are meant to throw you off. Yeah, fake you out. Like that. So
See, I'm not getting the audio for that one either.
Really?
Yeah. I'll let you know when I watch this tomorrow at work.
Because that's not a new one. So it's odd that it wouldn't be.
Is it thundering there, Andrew?
Yes, we're experiencing rain.
I thought I seen lightning flash in your window back there.
Yeah, there's a thunderstorm right now.
Oh, Andrew says, come back and join us anytime, Andrew.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, fine. Just ignore us.
Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah. You know what? No, You know what? Maybe I will. That network wants me. I'm too many networks. Gosh, guys, I only got one phone.
Andrew, did we have any? Andrew, let's put you in the spotlight for a minute. Did we have any questions this week?
It's the one time you finally put me in the spotlight, and I have to tell you that we don't.
We don't.
We do not.
You have failed.
Here's why. And yes, I did fail.
You forgot to put it on the social media.
I got busy today, and I kind of forgot about the show tonight until about 5 hours ago. I was like, crap, I haven't posted anything. So I did post for that, but there wasn't enough time for anyone.
I'll send you a message. If I remember, I'll send you a message on Wednesday night saying, don't forget to post the question.
This is why you're on the bottom of the pyramid, because you were a slacker.
Okay, I see it.
I'm just kidding. I love you to death, Andrew.
All right, so Red 5 Network, you may be getting a call from me in a little bit. Yeah.
You'll be back.
Yeah, exactly. You'll see me here Thursday and go, okay, he's back.
It didn't last long.
Wanted to leave, but dang it, he's back.
All right. Well, I think that is going to do it for us. You guys have a great, great week. Go out and see Deadpool this weekend. We will see you all next week right here on MCU Mondays. Whoa, hold on. MCU Mondays next week. Oh, we're talking about Deadpool. We'll be talking about Deadpool Wolverine. Come back next week and watch our review. I'm sitting here thinking, what are we doing next week? Idiot.
And hopefully, I meant to ask him today, and I totally forgot. But hopefully, Chris will be joining us, who used to be the original host of this show.
Exactly,
Mr. Chris Cassidy.
That means I can't be on.
No, you'll be on, but you're going to be further down the pyramid. I got news for you.
Yeah,
just like you are on Cantina.
Yeah, you'll be in the fourth. You'll be in the fourth square.
Or
fourth position.
Here's what you'll say. You'll say, Drew. You'll say, Andrew. We can only have 3 people on Monday. We can have 4 or 5 on Thursday, but only 3 on Monday. Sorry.
So anyway, y'all come back and see us next week. MCU Mondays right here on Geek News Now Official. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that bell for notifications so you know when we go live. We will see you all next week.
What am I supposed to do around here anyway? Sit in a share circle, talk about my feelings? And how would I do that exactly? Because where the fuck is everyone? It's always just you and Negasonic Teenage longest name ever.
I said no touching.
The first movie made more money than the guy who invented pants. Okay, they can't just dust off one of the famous X-Men. How about that Potts with the giant pigeon wings? What do those do anyway, huh? Carry him 3 feet off the ground to snatch up the nearest muffin crumb? No.